Good morning. It's Monday morning, and I'm doing a remake of John 3:16 to the end of chapter 3. Had a little bump in the road there, so hopefully this is going to come through fine. This is going to be posted a little bit later than I had hoped. So join with me if you're following along today in the Gospel of John, starting in verse 16, the most popular verse, I believe, in the entire Bible. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in him should not perish, but have eternal life. For God did not send his Son into the world to judge the world, but that the world might be saved through him. Whoever believes in him is not judged, but whoever does not believe is already judged, because he has not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of God. And this is the judgment, that the light has come into the world, and the people love darkness rather than the light, because their deeds were evil. In fact, everyone who does wicked things hates the light and doesn't come to the light, so that his deeds may not be exposed. But he who does the truth comes to the light, so it may be clear that his deeds have been accomplished in God. We're going to switch gears a little and go into Jesus and John the Baptist once again. And yes, I'm sitting outside today. This is a lovely morning, and if you're hearing loud noises, because I'm on Highway 11 here in Gratiot, and semis are going by. Picking up in verse 22. After these things, Jesus and his disciples went to the Judean countryside, where he spent time with them and baptized. Now John also was baptizing in Aenon, near Salem, because there was plenty of water there, and people were coming and being baptized, since John had not yet been thrown into prison. Then a dispute arose between John's disciples and a Judean about purification. So they came to John and told him, Rabbi, the one who was with you across the Jordan, of whom you testified, here he is baptizing, and everyone is flocking to him. John answered, A person can receive nothing unless it is given to him from heaven. You yourselves can testify that I said, I am not the Christ, but I have been sent ahead of him. He who has the bride is the bridegroom, but the bridegroom's friend who stands by and listens to him has great joy at the bridegroom's voice. So this joy of mine is complete. Verse 30. He must increase, but I must decrease. The one who comes from above is above all. The one who is from the earth is earthly and talks in an earthly way. The one who comes from heaven is above all, and he testifies to what he has seen and heard. Yet no one accepts his testimony. Anyone who has accepted his testimony has certified that God is true. For he whom God sent speaks God's words, since God gives a spirit without measure. The Father loves the Son and has given everything into his hands. Whoever believes in the Son has eternal life, but whoever disbelieves the Son will not see life, but God's wrath remains upon him. That ends chapter 3. And I want to continue just with commentary in the next video. So please join me back for video commentary on John 3:16 through to the end of chapter 3. It will shed some light on things that perhaps you weren't aware of. For example, that Jesus did not ever baptize anyone.